Mild sauce, my nigga, mild. M-I-L-D. You ketchup. You ain't hot sauce. Nobody agree? So I'm wrong. Okay, I can be wrong. I'm talking about, but we at the what is this called? This is the Laugh Factory. We was at the Savoy, you wouldn't be able to be up here that long. The niggas be like, get your whole ass down.
I came up in the hardest rooms in Brooklyn.
And
you
what
ain't
happened?
never with them
You
rooms.
just yelling. Come on
Because I
down.
don't have a mic. I can talk to you straight up. You want to talk about it? You saying I'm mild. You saying I ain't come through the streets or the gutters is straight bull. And if you want to ask somebody, ask the mother that you know what I do. Okay, all right. Listen. This be fair. Fair conversation.
Larry, way to go.
No. Let's be fair. Let's be fair and real. You say you keep it 100. Know how I get down.
How?
32. I rip.
You rip lights?
I rip. You ask any ever see me bomb. Anybody. And you ask anybody that don't know me, I keep it gangster.
I don't say you.
He getting emotional, ain't he?
Hey,
God, is it that
but
serious?
he good. He talking about his craft.
Is it?
It's mild.
You know what?
He says
you know what
mild.
you're doing now? You're a provocateur. You know how to incite people. Ain't nothing mild about my.
People look at you.
Ain't nothing.
If you was at the mall, they'll put you out with your hot dog in your hand.
Guess what?
They will kick him out if he up there yelling like
You
that.
can say what you want to say. You can say what you want to say. You calling me a mild comic is totally off.
So you a strong comic.
I'm a beast.
What are your thoughts?
Corey Holcomb and Donnell Rawlings.
Shout out to the 5150 Nation.
Are you part of that nation?
Hey, I watch him. I tune in.
Okay,
He say a lot of different things.
Every now and again, I do check out his podcast. Yeah. Shout out to Corey Holcomb. I do watch it from time to time. Give him credit and what credit is due. Definitely. So in this situation, and this can be a life situation, and I'm gonna circle back around with it. But in this situation, comedians get up on stage and they make jokes. Right? They make light of bad situations. That's a thing. And they also make fun of people in the crowd. They do that. You've seen that. Especially a lot of them, when they run out of material, they'll kind of, somebody getting up moving, somebody in the crowd, they'll crack a little joke here and there or whatever, right? You've seen that. Yeah. Right? And people getting mad, just like your boy, Will Smith. He got mad at jokes. Same thing. Right?
Yeah.
Right? So what's so different right now, and how do you feel about that situation, how he just kind of blurted and went crazy on Corey Holcomb?
Well, I'll just say this. I mean, it looked like he got out of character. It'll be interesting to see what he says that triggered him to do that. But Donnell Rawlings, I think he a beast of a comic. But something had to be said or was done to get him out of character. And he was totally out of character. And that's, I say, one of the big things that now you talking about everyday life, man, we can't allow people to do that. And that comes with a lot of testing yourself.
Yes.
Especially when we get older, it comes with tests. Yeah. I shouldn't act the way I acted when I was 20 years old or 18.
Doesn't matter what age. We're trying to catch you. You can't let anything or anybody take you out of character.
But with time and wisdom, that's why I throw the age on there, because we learned and we grew, or we should have grown from the time that we was 16 till the time that we 44.
But so you're saying, so basically you're saying is the youth now need to grow into their maturity versus listening to what we have to say and stopping it head on right now. Because right now,
you try to stop it. Yes,
people act out because of words.
Oh yeah, 100%. I agree with you 100%. 100%.
Okay.
But that still come with growth, though. Okay,
So
it still comes with growth.
you're saying I'm talking about you're hearing this. Let's say for instance, this is a young Kane
Yeah,
and Mitch, and we're 19,
yeah,
20, whatever, and we hearing these
right.
this you know this podcast, and we're listening to ourselves, and we're kind of like, okay, I still need to grow up a little bit until I'm in my 40s until this can happen.
No, no, no,
So
no,
what are you
no.
saying, bro?
I'm saying as time goes by, we learn. Well, we'll say this: you should learn from your mistakes. Now, if you have somebody that you can see, hey, this what happened to me, you can listen and then get that. Okay, I see this situation that I'm in. I've talked to somebody about this. I don't want to go down that same route. I don't want these things to happen to me.
Mm-hmm.
That comes with listening, understanding, taking it in. But as we progress in life, you should learn from those challenges, those difficulties, and you should not behave the same way. Now, if we can cut it off at
You're
16,
talking about the older generation. You're speaking to the older
yeah,
generation, meaning the things
yeah,
that you used to do, don't do them anymore. You should learn from those
yeah.
mistakes. I'm talking about the youth now.
They have to listen though.
Yeah,
They
that's
have
what
to
I,
have
yeah.
somebody. They have to have somebody. If they can cut it off, yes, 100%. But life is life. They still gonna say, what do we say when we teenagers and stuff? I'm old enough. I'm gonna do what I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do what I want to
Mm-hmm.
do. Whatever happens. And anybody in the congregation, tell me this or let me know, man. Man, you shouldn't be out there doing what you're doing. Man, I gotta die from something. I might as well be happy.
What?
Come on.
What?
I'm talking about, look, when
Those are the answers that you get when you speak to the youth.
what? I'm talking about back, yes. Yes. I'm talking about when we were younger people and getting knowledge from older people. Hey man, y'all be out there in the streets, man. Hey, son, you need to be out there using protection if you're gonna be in these streets, messing around.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want no baby, you don't want nothing. Well, and I hear these answers so many times. Well, I gotta die from something, so hey, I'm gonna have
So
fun.
you've heard those
That's
answers.
ridiculous. I've heard
Have
those
you
answers.
given those answers?
No, no, that's ridiculous.
Okay, so
No,
in your youth,
no,
you listened to the elders.
no, yeah,
You
yeah.
did.
In that aspect, come
I'm
on.
talking about with anything, any kind of situation.
100%.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
okay.
Not with everything, because we cannot say that we always listen.
Yeah.
We can hear it, but we didn't listen to take it in
Mm-hmm.
because we'll make some of those
Yeah,
mistakes.
yeah. Guaranteed.
Our kids are gonna make mistakes. The
Everyone
younger
will.
people are gonna make mistakes. Yes.
But the thing is, where I'm trying to get it is, we went through the mistakes, so we're trying to stress the
Yeah.
whole emphasis that don't make our mistakes. You know,
Hey.
I'm trying
Yes.
to emphasize on don't make our mistakes. We just did. We've done that. Don't go down that path.
Mhm.
And
Right.
that's how I would encourage the youth and things of that nature when it comes to that. But in the comments, y'all, I'm curious about what the congregation is going to say about Donnell Rawlings. Was he right? Standing up, little pride, standing up for himself. You know, he said he's a mild comic or whatever. Hey, look, now I ain't no mild comic. I'm top tier. You know, I
He
go
is.
on
Yeah.
tours with Dave Chappelle. Do you think he should have spoke up and told that and said that or whatever? Or do you think that he should have just sat down and be like, this guy, he's just making jokes. Leave it alone.
Yeah. He knows his character, his demeanor. He could have listened a little bit and rolled out.
Yeah.
And rolled
Yeah.
out. And I know he can get his phone number and be, hey man, talk to you about this and handle it that way. Not make a big
Could
spectacle
be,
of
but it's
himself.
still comedy though.
Right. But if you felt
It's
like
not
if I had an
facts up
issue
there.
with
It's
you,
not facts he's talking about up there. It's
right,
all his
right,
opinion.
right,
So why do you give
right.
why are you giving him such a justification for giving his opinion? It's just an
But
opinion.
Kane, if I felt some type of way, we're two comedians and I listened to you and you done said some wild things about me. It's easy for these guys to get their number. Hey
Yeah, I
man,
know that. Yeah.
I could call you. Hey man, that's wild what you was saying about me. Why don't I pull up? Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. The old me came out. Hey, hold up.
Mm.
But we don't want that to happen. Yeah. But you could talk about it. That's all.
Oh, so if you felt like your feelings was hurt, you should have you would have brought him to the side and said, "Hey, man, you hurt my feelings." What you
No,
said.
nobody
What you
said that.
said
I know.
hurt
I
my
see.
feelings on stage. Now, if he was doing an interview, like a regular interview, and they just asking him questions about different things, and he said this, it's not a joke then. But on stage, I
Right.
think it's performing.
Well, in that aspect, he was not.
What?
It wasn't anything he was saying was funny. He said he a mild comedian. He's giving his opinions to the audience right there.
It's
He
still
said,
on the
"You are
stage, though.
mild." That's no.
No matter
Yeah,
if
he
it's
on
true or
stage,
not.
but he do. But we know how Corey Holcomb, how he does his comedy. That point right there wasn't a comedic moment. He was just, how he puts a little of his facts in there, sometimes facts, but his opinion, and then he'll hit you with the comedic line or whatever. But he was just straight talking to Donnell Rawlings. They were having a conversation then. At that point, he even asked the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
He asked the crowd, "Don't y'all think that?"
Yeah.
He said, "Well, then I'm wrong." One thing I like about Corey, he will admit when, okay, I guess I'm wrong or whatever. But he'll stand up for what he says.
But when he said at that point, you remember that part where he said, "I could be wrong." Okay.
Yeah.
Then why is Donnell Rawlings still talking about it?
Yeah. Hey, now we go into the feelings, how he felt.
Yes.
Okay, now, okay.
Yes. Of course,
And-
man. I'm telling you, bro. Because I'm like,
And I'm gonna tell you
Go
this,
ahead, go ahead.
Kane. We keep going back and forth with this, and then life situation.
Yeah.
It's a lot of men, a lot of women in prison right now because of their feelings.
Yes.
Because of their feelings.
Feelings, pride, being embarrassed in front of others.
Yes.
Of course. There are plenty of people that can't control their feelings. They got to act out. They got to show out. What are you trying to prove? Why do you think you need to prove that to that person? Why? Are they like family? Why do you feel like you need to? I mean, like, I don't know how Donnell can be like, "Oh,
Kane.
that dude is stupid," and move on. Versus
Yeah.
go back and forth. You can see he was emotional with the way he was yelling. And it's one thing of saying things loudly versus emotion and tone in his voice. He was upset.
Yeah.
He was upset.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Let's see. I think that was TMZ had caught it, and then he talked to TMZ after the fact, and let's see what he
okay.
What he has to say about it. I don't know. It's interesting.
I think comedians nowadays, they're trying to sell controversy over comedy. I wasn't there to watch Corey. I had performed myself, and I was about to leave, and they announced that Corey's about to perform. And I know that he had said some ill things about Dave Chappelle. I know he said some ill things about some of the openers of Dave Chappelle. So I just sat there, wanted just to see what his take on what he felt about comedy or whatever. I sat there and I just waited. And then when he made the comment about that anybody that's done 3 movies in comedy has performed fellatio, I said, wait a minute, I've done 3 movies, right? And I've never been accused of that. And then I also fact-checked his IMDb.
I'm listening.
And Corey himself has done 4 movies. So I think he might be guilty of his own joke. It's unfortunate it came to this. Should I have yelled out at him? No. But, I've been rocking with my guy Dave Chappelle for years.
So he
I'm a
started.
little guy to my friends, my fans, and my family. And it was just, for me, it was a buildup. It was a buildup off of a lot of things that's troubling comedy. Corey is the type of comedy, he can go on stage, start with grunts, and by the end of it, you're laughing hysterically. I did not want to scream out at him, but I felt like protecting the integrity of myself and my friends. I thought I had to say something. I thought I had to say something for people out here
I had to
that
say
have done
something.
over 3
Hey, well, see, I know we keyed on. I know you had me laughing because when he said I felt.
Yep.
And
boom.
I
told
jackpot, feelings. He let those feelings, but I think his feelings was already, he stayed when he knew Corey Holcomb because he heard him say some things about Dave Chappelle. And
he's like, what are you going to say?
Yeah.
What he's going to say? I wonder if he's going to say something negative. If he say something negative, what? You see how I felt like I had to get up and say something and defend me and my friend.
Yeah, because let me ask you this, and we just hypothetically speaking,
Go ahead.
Do you think if Dave Chappelle was there, he would have even acted like that?
Yep.
Or started yelling?
Yep. because it was a
don't think
Dave
so.
Chappelle clip. I don't know if you've seen it.
Oh, for real?
Of him
No, I haven't
going
seen
off
it.
on somebody. I can't remember who it was.
Was this years ago?
No,
Kay?
no. This is recently. Him and what's the boy with the comedian with the color eyes, light skinned dude
Oh, yeah. They was you're talking about oh
with
man, what is
the
his
braid
name?
with the braid.
D-Ray.
Yeah,
D-Ray.
D-Ray. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, so he got into it. It was going back and forth. Him and D-Ray were
I'm gonna have
going
to
back
watch
and
that.
forth. Yeah, because he was doing a set and he was on stage. I guess he was the host, and he called him out or something. I think D-Ray was the host or
Oh,
whatever.
okay.
But anyway, they was going back and forth or whatever. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah, on stage they was both of them was on stage.
Mm,
We had to check
I'm
that out.
surprised with that. Yeah, I have to check it out.
Yeah.
But I've just felt like Chappelle would be like, man, okay,
Yeah,
and just leave, laugh. I just don't
I
see
get it.
him doing that.
I get it, people. We all have feelings, right? We feel a certain way about things, right? So
Pain is rock solid. You know.
we
Yeah.
no. We all got feelings. So and we want to
Mhm.
protect the integrity of our being. So we don't want to make it seem like things are out of whack or whatever. I don't know. You remember us talking about that whole I forgot one of our episodes where we talked about it depends on the comment if you want to address it.
Right.
You know how with Cat Williams and Steve Harvey never addressed it because he thought that was so like whatever, you know. Even that
Yeah.
was a sit down interview. That wasn't even on stage talking or whatever. So he knew that that's how he felt about him. But however, do you have to entertain it?
No.
If you don't agree with it, okay, let them go on. There's plenty of people that be in our comments that don't agree with me. Oh, yeah, they'll rip me to shreds. They'll rip
Or
me to
me.
shreds. I'm telling you, they'll do it, man. So, but they don't. I'm not looking for you to agree. My thing is, I want you to think for yourself. So I just kind of give out scenarios. I be the devil's advocate. I do these different things in order to make you think more versus what the media is saying, how they portray it. Because you know the media can take one story and make it sound totally different from what what really happened.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Curve it.
yeah, they
Yes.
can.
And
Yeah,
curve it.
yeah.
Yes.
Or they'll just give you bits and pieces to make it seem like it's, it's full, but it's really not full. You're not getting the whole story.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm always have a wait and see attitude. I'm like, man, I don't know about this one because I feel like we ain't getting everything. Let's see it go to trial. Let's see it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
trial. Okay.
It
Okay.
depends on what it
Trial.
is. It depends on what it
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
that we hear in the
Oh,
news. Is what I'm saying.
yeah.
So, go ahead, bro. I don't want to coach you.
Oh, no.
Mhm.
I just want to take it back to it's gonna be interesting.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to tune in to 5150 just to see
Yeah.
how Corey addresses this.
Yeah.
Because I think they both outstanding
Yeah,
comedians.
of course.
And then and I'll say this, and I'm gonna end it. I'm just getting with everything that's going on, I'm getting a little tired of it. Just seems like the comedians,
Mhm.
black comedians, seem like everybody just beating up on each other.
Mhm.
They fussing about something. I'm talking about you take the upper echelons, if you want to say
Mhm.
Dale Hughley, Cat when he's speaking his truth or the truth, said all of them. D-Ray, you said it, even mentioned they got into it with Dave Chappelle.
Mhm.
The only person, Steve Harvey, just didn't say no. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
And then Kevin Hart. Why are they tearing each other?
I don't think they're tearing each other down. I don't.
Or
I think it's putting light on comedy because maybe it was a drought somewhere.
you think so?
Yeah,
No,
because
what?
I mean,
No,
because
I don't think it was a drought, Kane.
well, it definitely was a drought during COVID. It definitely wasn't nobody
Yeah, but
going to
this is
no
now.
shows. They had to do it virtually.
Well,
Is that
right.
the same? Seeing it on
No, it's not the
no, it's not
same,
the
but
same. So that's why I think this brought a light to a comedy. I think it's competition. Even rappers do the
it's
same
enough
thing.
out there. Well, yeah, but it's enough. It's not rap, but
Mhm.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's enough out there for everybody, even the rappers too.
Mhm.
It's enough out there.
I know.
It's enough out here for all of us to grind and go get what's due us. What you feel is due you
Mhm.
through the hard work.
Mhm.
I know you hate saying it, or if Kane say it, but lacing up those bootstraps and then not taking no.
Yeah.
You find a different way. So that part right there, I just have to say this.
So
I'm getting a little bit tired of seeing that.
oh, okay.
That's all.
Well, I don't know. I guess just like we said with the hip hop even started with going back and forth. That was that
Oh
thing.
yeah.
That's how it started, just battle rapping. But when it comes to comedy, it's just jokes, and nobody look at it as just jokes. They take it personal. If you don't like the person or you don't want to sit up front or that I mean, that's on you. That's on you. Don't go then. If you think that
Hey.
person is not your cup of tea, then don't go. And you can hear the
Hey.
punchline jokes or whatever. You know what I mean? You can hear those if that's what you into.
Have you ever sat in the front at a comedy show? Have you ever sat in the? I saw 2 seats, man.
Yeah.
And they were just open. I was like, man,
Mhm.
I gotta get those.
Yeah.
I got it. Oh,
Yeah.
that was not a good idea. They would get on your tail.
Yeah. Of
They
course.
would get on your
But
tail.
but this is the thing. You know what you
But
in for.
Oh yeah, it was fun.
It's a
though,
comedy
yeah.
show. It's supposed to make people
Yeah.
laugh, man. That's the whole purpose. Even laugh at your things that are bad in the world or whatever. They make light of it. Even your physical appearance, they make jokes of, and they do it.
Okay.
But then it's there. It happens and it's gone or whatever.
But don't talk about my past, okay? I draw the line. Ah!
That's what I'm talking about. Anything else you want to add
Yeah.
to it?
Oh
For
no,
sure.
we good.
For sure.
We gonna go to episode 2 and 3. Let's go.
All right. Well, in the comments, y'all, give us a thumbs up, especially if you made it this far. Give us a thumbs up, like, subscribe, share, send it out to somebody else, that maybe want to, kind of hear our take on it and can join us in the conversation because we like to keep the conversation going after the video or whatever on in the comments. So we respond. We definitely respond. If we see it, we hit it up, definitely. And we reach a milestone and we steadily climbing.
Let's go.
So let's keep it
Let's
going.
go.
Let's keep it going. Alabama, Arkansas, Crimson Brothers
Yeah.
Network. That's the uncomfortable truth.
Do something.
Hey, baby. For sure. If you don't want to see us, but you want to just listen to us, we on Apple Podcast, Spotify, Amazon, Pandora, iHeartRadio, Google Podcast, all of them.